What's up, everybody? What's going on? I am the Sports Judge. Welcome in. I am back once again. The Deshaun Watson trade can end up being the worst trade in NFL history. I think it already is the worst trade in NFL history. Ownership clearly sold their damn soul to bring him to Cleveland. And it hasn't panned out. It hasn't worked out. This one bad move crippled the franchise from a salary cap standpoint. They're going to suffer in the long term after trading away draft capital for a troubled quarterback. They knew what they were getting themselves into. Cleveland knew better than to pull this off. This is what they wanted, and now they're paying for it. They're gonna pay for it. It turns out this was a foolish move by a team that was desperate enough to pursue a quarterback knowing his troubles off the field. This is a dude who had, sexual assault allegations. You defended a man who hired 60 something massage therapists. It was disgusting to me that the Browns stuck by Deshaun Watson with every new allegation. I just couldn't believe it. It was sickening to me that the Browns defended this man despite a firestorm of local and national criticism. This dude was receiving criticism, the team was receiving backlash, and the backlash was inevitable, but it didn't bother a franchise that didn't feel pressure to detach themselves from Deshaun Watson. They were sold on him the entire time. He was their quarterback. And now, because they had so much faith in this guy, it will take a decade to recover. This won't be easy to bounce back from. It's incredible that Watson holds the distinction as not only being the worst trade in franchise history, but also the worst contract in NFL history. I mean, you look at the Daniel Jones contract. My goodness, the Daniel Jones contract is better than this because the Giants at least have an out. So it's a better contract. But I don't know what Andrew Berry expected. I don't anticipate Andrew Berry to even admit making the worst trade in NFL history. He's literally done nothing but play bad and has drawn negative attention to the team. Deshaun Watson, that is. I'm doubtful of a turnaround. And how can a man ever be the same again? In many people's eyes, he's a sexual predator. A label that will follow him for the rest of his life because he's guilty by public opinion. Okay, and there was a lot of civil lawsuits against him and everything. Being accused of sexual assault can affect athletic performances in a number of ways. This can have negative effects on Deshaun Watson's game. I think it already has. And he exited the game early against the Colts. I mean, who are we kidding? You're not getting the same guy in Houston. Kiss that Deshaun Watson goodbye. Those days are over. Those are bygone days. They're long over. It's obvious and repetitive and frankly painful to watch this guy continue to embarrass himself. He's not fully healthy. He's not 100%. The season has gone haywire, and he had some of the most embarrassing plays of the year already. Talk about humiliation. This is it. This is what you're looking at. And Cleveland should have some regrets. It's obvious that they can't win anything with him at quarterback. It's obvious. With him, the Browns aren't winning anything, period. They're not. If you believe in him, you're too nice of a person. You're being too nice. Don't expect him to lead a turnaround. He's not capable of doing that. He's not going to do that. He's not that guy anymore. I'm not sure if he ever was that guy. Cleveland thought so because they traded for him. They gave up their damn future for the man. The move was supposed to fulfill a promise, it hasn't. It only has created a nightmare. Barry is somewhat an idiot in this respect, and sadly, he can't even own up to his mistakes. And I don't expect him to own up. He's not. I mean, I don't see it happening. He know he messed up, but won't take responsibility for it. It was a bad decision that has come to backfire. It has come back on this team. I think the Texans are probably celebrating. They're happy. And yes, the Browns mortgaged their future, willing to do so, and got fleeced in the Watson trade. It's as simple as that. They got fleeced. The Texans wanted to get rid of him. Cleveland wanted him bad enough. Something needs to be done with the quarterback situation in Cleveland. The Browns deserve to lose these games with Watson as the quarterback. They deserve to lose because they're not willing to make any changes. They're sticking with this guy as their quarterback. For one, he doesn't want to play. He doesn't care about winning. All he cares about is the money, I think. The Browns are paying too much to sit him, though. They're paying way too much to sit him on the bench. I mean, it's outrageous. I don't know what the Browns are going to do about the quarterback position. I don't know. This is quarterback purgatory at its finest. I mean, it wouldn't matter if he was fully healthy for those who want to use his unhealthy status as an excuse. I mean, I'm done with the excuses. I don't want to hear the excuses. Maybe you don't play your injured quarterback until he's ready, because as he showed, throws on the run were weak and severely underthrown. He didn't look comfortable on the field. The guy can't throw the ball with velocity, strength, or distance. I mean, he looks bad. He looks terrible. That's why this is turning out to be a bad trade. The point being is that you need to tailor the game plan around him if you want him to pan out. But I don't think he's going to pan out at all. I mean, I just don't see it. The Browns took a big L. The unfortunate truth is that the Deshaun Watson experiment has turned out to be a big bust. That's all it is. And it's not going to get any better anytime soon for Cleveland fans. They can hope and wish all they want. I don't see Deshaun Watson returning to all-pro form. I just don't see it. He's not going to be this big-time pro quarterback that they dreamed of. It's not going to happen. It was a terrible move by the Cleveland Browns organization. It was a bad trade. It's what it is. And it is what it is. It's going to go down as the worst trade in NFL history. I thought it was Russell Wilson, but it turns out that it's Deshaun Watson after all. It's that bad in Cleveland, and it's too bad because Cleveland has a top-ranked defense, but the offense is in a situation where they don't really have a stable quarterback who is capable of leading that offense. Because Deshaun Watson certainly isn't the answer. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to watch my videos and listen to what I have to say. I really appreciate it. If you like my content, just hit the subscribe button. Thank you, guys. We'll talk very soon. Peace.